So here's the thing. People are more powerful than they know. And most powerful people don't know that they are. You know, some take it as luck. Some take it as, I guess, good fortune is the same thing. Some people take it as skill, but not in this particular aspect. You see, there's magicians. And whenever you hear that word magic or sigils or spells, you all automatically think Dungeons and Dragons, World of Warcraft, nerds, you know? But in reality, what, did we get too advanced for it? We got too cool all of a sudden not to believe in magic? All these people believed and practiced it back then. You don't think it happens anymore? Of course it does. 100%. It's just modernized into logos, sayings, things like that. Would you make me some food? Versus, what are you cooking for me today? There's two different types of spells. Conjurings, if you will. One gives you a chance to say no, while the other just makes you do something, forces you. So when you're talking to someone in a party or in a social gathering, you say hello, and they're forced to engage in conversation with you whether they like it or not. Unless, of course, they just walk away, which rarely happens. So if you don't know the person, they'll probably give you the light of day, and they'll answer a question or two. So your first question to them could be regular, generic, what's your name, where you're from, what do you do, type of question or spell, right? And that's accepted by everyone, and it's kind of just dismissed because it doesn't affect a human being on the level that's significant, let's put it that way. Everyone knows to tell where they're from, what they do, what their name is, but not a lot of people are used to divulging information that's all from the hip and different, unorthodox. So like you basically, rolling thunder, right? You basically ask someone after you say hello, before you ask them their name, what they do, where they're from, any of that bullshit, you ask them what the most exciting thing in their life in the past month has been. You know? And most people will be taken aback by it, as almost if you're like intruding onto their privacy, but you're not. I mean, you're just saying what the most exciting thing has been. They could lie, you know, they could make something up. They could say nothing, and nothing exciting has happened in the past couple of months, which is actually what most people say. But then you go, okay, well, what about your whole life? What's the last exciting thing you remember? And believe it or not, a lot of people are actually afraid to answer that question. Like they almost either dismiss it or kind of just walk away. They don't want to do that. And I believe it's because a lot of people aren't just experiencing exciting shit. But to the person that entertains you and actually answers your question truthfully and thinks about the last exciting moment they've had in this month or this life or whatever, what you're actually doing on a more scientific level is you're tapping into their brain and you're forcing them to access the center of excitement. They remember a memory, it triggers the emotion of excitement, hence they are now automatically more excited just to be talking with you. And that'll make you more memorable, obviously, and the conversation will go from there. Now there's people that aren't aware of this, that just do this because they realize after a while that, yo, hello, how you doing, where you're from doesn't really work. So they try other things. But the ones that know, which is everyone that listens to this video now, though that's just one small example of things you can do that is not malicious, but at the same time very powerful, and actually helps you be remembered and helps them be in a better mood. So many.